Hi guys, it's Les here over in West Yorkshire. Thank you very much indeed for joining me today at the juice cabin. Well, as you've gathered, there's no live video today because I can't get the live broadcast bit to work, a bit of equipment. It was playing up last week and Liam managed to get it working for last week, but within about 3 minutes to go. Anyway, we've had visitors today and I've been trying to get it going and I've run out of time basically. I've tried different ones, still not having it, so I think it might be a broken wire. Who knows? Who knows? But next week I'll have to get another one of some description, find out a better solution. Because it's the first time I've missed a video, isn't it? So I thought, ooh, I'll have to get some hot up for you. Let me have a pull on this. This is a new juice, which is the one that you can see spinning. I said spinning. Slowly spinning. Unsurprisingly, this is a new net, but it's a net hybrid. And it's called Don Benito. Right? And Don Benito was actually a pirate. It's a place in Spain as well, but the guy was actually a pirate. That's not his true name, but that is what he was referred as, Don Benito. From around about 1725, 1750s, he roamed for about 30 years in the Caribbean. And I was playing with these tobaccos the other day, you know, when they came in, and I'm smelling these tobaccos, and all of a sudden I came across this one, which I'll show you in a sec. And the smell, it smelt like something that a pirate might smoke, you know, back in the day. And anyway, that night was as I was, you know, as you do, not quite as late, not quite away. And I'm thinking, and I must have been thinking about this smoky tobacco because it's delicious. And anyway, this pirate popped into my head. So I went looking, and he was a Spanish pirate. One of them kind of dreamed, but not quite a dream. Anyway, went looking for Spanish pirates and settled on this fella, and I reckon this fella is the guy that would have smoked this tobacco, right? So we've made it into a vape, or I've made it into a vape. We have another pull. A describe flavour for you. On the bottle, what it's going to tell you is it's going to have Tennessee dark fire cured tobacco leaves. Right now they're cigar leaves, and the dark fire cured, and I'll show you the leaves in a second. And we've also got organic Virginia in there, so that's going to bring a natural sweetness to it. Because all of the Virginias, the juice that they produce, is got a natural sweetness to it. Because there's no sweetener in any of this stuff. But that's what they're bringing to it. And on top of that, I've also used some vanilla custard just to bring it up to date and give it a bit of sweetness. You know, a bit of. I suppose back in their day they would consider vanilla to be a spice, wouldn't they? I'm not sure if it's a spice still, but anyway, I would imagine back then they would. So it's spiced, like they might have spiced rum. So we've got spiced tobacco. I'll give you another little pull, and then I'm going to give you a lowdown on what I'm tasting. The first thing that you're going to get is vanilla. It's going to be a vanilla custard, but it's not a heavy, thick vanilla because I only used a small amount of custard in there just to bring that mouthfeel to it, I suppose. And obviously the vanilla. So we've got that going on, but that's kind of a current running through it, but the big chunky muscle that's running through it is this Tennessee smoked tobacco. It's not overly smoky. It's just a gentle, smooth smoke in the flavour. And then I've got this, it's backed up by that sweetness from that Virginia. It's It's absolutely gorgeous. It's an absolute all-day vape. Is this? It's not offensive to anybody, either a tobacco aficionado or a normal flavour, a sweet one if you like, a dessert. This is kind of a bridging juice, if you like, for those who might want to be getting into tobacco, or even for those who are just wanting to stop smoking initially, but they get the little bit of sweet flavour to sort of ease them into it, but also a reminiscence of the tobacco flavour without actually smoking it. Do you know what I mean? So it's going to bring them in, that, isn't it? Allow people to cross that border easier, if you like, rather than making a switch like that. Absolutely gorgeous. And like I said, I'm getting, my mouth is filled with that Tennessee tobacco. It's absolutely beautiful. And I've got that here just to show you. I would have showed you on today's live, but as you know, it got lesed. So this is a hand, if you like, of the Tennessee Fire Cured. Right, and as you can see, I don't know if you can see actually, I'll see if I can zoom in a bit for you. Make it easier for you to see it. Zoom, 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 zoom. Yeah, that's about right. So see, that's the end. That's the end of the leaves. These are the actual tips of the leaf, and that's where it would join the stalk. But what they actually do, they use a leaf to wrap around it to form like a handle, you see? And the leaves are spread out in the form of a hand. But also you can see with the colour of these leaves, see the colour of that? Very, very dark brown. But I wanted to demonstrate, see, this is a wrapper quality cigar leaf, which basically means it's almost flawless. But it also means it stretches, it's like stretchy like, I mean, no, but this is a little bit dry for this kind of use. If you were going to use this for a cigar, what you would do, you would case it, which basically means moistening it back up, and it becomes really, really super pliable. But you can see there's quite a bit of stretch in that, isn't there? And that's why they use this for a wrapper, because it will stick to the outside like, almost like wrapping it in cling film. But the smell, I mean, the smell out of that is absolute. Well, I bet you can smell it from there, can't you? So that's the Tennessee Dark Fire Cured leaf. Right, so that's where I'm getting the smoky flavour from. And then this is the American Virginia. As you can see, this is like a golden colour. Now this is not smoky in any way. This is flue cured. The other one was fire cured, and this is flue cured. So it's not smoky as such. This one smells like a packet of golden Virginia tobacco, because that's effectively what this material is. If it's golden coloured, it's that kind of tobacco. It's golden Virginia. That's what we mainly have in the UK anyway. But that's the idea. So we've got the sweetness coming from that. Zoom back out again. We've got the sweetness coming off that, and the natural, you know, that sort of hay flavour that I tell you about. It's got that coming out of it as well. That's what the Virginia's giving it. And like I said, the smoky from the Tennessee. And then the vanilla custard is just sort of kissing it like this all the way around. You know what I mean? Like smothering it in a gentle softness. Absolutely fabulous. And so that is the juice that is Don Benito. It's a hybrid, and it's on the website now. Delicious. Have a little slurp. We've got a few other rocks in front of me. You know, you've been watching the videos on the rocks that I've been doing as well. Because we do have 1 or 2 rock tumbler machines here available for sale, and they're on the website Cabin Mods. Well, I'll be doing a video on these, but you know, they will just happen to be on the table, so I thought I'll spread them out. But as you can see, we've got some fabulous colours here, haven't we? We've got blues, purples, pinks, stones, which are like, you know, we've got patterns and things in them. We've got tiger's eye. We've got a pebble that I polished, chopped it up. I had a saw, I've done a video on that. I did a stone saw and chopped that up. That's polished really well. It's come out like glass. So there's quite a lot of videos, quite a lot of rocks on here. These kind of needles polished up really well. Look at that. They're fabulous, isn't they? So yeah, if you're interested in that stuff, I'll be doing a video later anyway. But anyway, this was really just a quick video instead of the live today, because like I say, I couldn't do the live, but I can record one. So it's just, I've only made it a quick one really, just to tell you that the main thing I was going to tell you this afternoon and show you these leaves. But I am going to be starting those videos very shortly, within the next couple of weeks, which is going to be entirely to do with tobaccos and tobacco nets and what I'm doing with them and how we hybridize them, you know, all this kind of thing. So we're doing mixing on that as well. So as well as the individual, because you know we have a range which is called Solo. That Solo Aroma, they're the individual flavours of an individual leaf. So in other words, this particular one here, like I said, is Tennessee fire cured. So you can get a concentrate that's just Tennessee fire cured. All right. So if anybody wants the individuals, that's fine. You know, you find out what individual ones taste like. But ideally, what you're going to do is get these flavours and mix them. Do you know what I mean? To create like a cigar. You understand? So you can get all these individual solo elements and put them together to make a whole, a cigar. Do you understand? So we're going to have a great good fun with that, I can tell you now. So we've got all these different tobaccos to play with. We've got all the cigarette type tobaccos to play with. We've got lots of different ones again here now. We've just had another fresh delivery. So, you know, I will be able to show you them as well as leaves. I won't be able to show them as concentrates yet, but I can show you them as leaves. So like I was saying, the ones that's been on already, they're coming into being ripe, so we'll be able to display some of them and get them on the website soon. I've actually already put them on, but they're disabled for now. But some of the other ones, you're not going to get them done next year, but I can certainly play with the leaves. So yeah, that's going to be great fun. So we'll go through the cigarette ones first, the individual leaves. I'll tell you what they smell like. I'll tell you what I'm expecting the juice that's going to come off them to be like, and how that reflects against the actual smell. Because that's really what we're trying to recreate here, isn't it? With these nets, at this particular time anyway. We're trying to recreate the smell of the tobacco in the juice, you know, flavour-wise. Because, you know, your nose and your flavour and all this, it's all connected. So really the smell is the same as the flavour, it's just sensed in a different way, isn't it? So that's what we're trying to do, we're trying to get that smell into that juice to make it flavoursome. But apart from that, we're also going to be mixing. So once we've done the basic elements, which is the individual ones, we can then start mixing them to make blends, if you like. So we might get sweet from a Virginia and something a little bit drier from a 456, for example. So we can make it, you know, tailor it to you. And then under that we can then start on the hybrids. The hybrids is where I start introducing artificial flavours, if you like, or natural ones as well. But they're effectively just flavourings that you can buy, like traditional ones. Like we've used in this, there is a traditional custard in that. But the majority of it is, like I say, is tobacco. It's pure, naturally extracted tobacco. That's it. Easy peasy, what more can I say? We'll have another quick pull on this. There you go. Lovely little smoke ring there. Anyway, that's it for today, folks. It was just a quick video, like I say, to say that I'm sorry that we couldn't have a live, but at least we've got something, so you can keep playing with yourself now, Carl. Anyway, you keep up to date. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and you'll be able to view the first of these videos that comes out, which is on the net tobaccos and stuff. I'm going to take you through the leaves first of all, of course. We're not going to jump straight into that. I need to explain the leaves to you and where that's to come from and all this kind of stuff. But it's important to me because I think it's important as part of the story, if you like. So anyway, that's it for today. I shall see you in another video in another time. Till then, you take care.